First up, can sharp pencils kill? For many teenagers at Catherine Gables School in Portland, Oregon, high school was the best days of their lives. But not all students felt that way. Alex Forbes' school days were filled with academic highs, but no one knew about his emotional lows. Not even his mother, Karen Forbes.
He had a straight-A record, always did, ever since he was in kindergarten, really. You know, we never tried to push him or anything like that. He just this innate ability to do really well at school.
Only now is she able to talk openly. Karen Forbes continues to struggle to make sense of the tragedy surrounding her gifted son. Her family life was left shattered, her marriage broken. She's been treated for depression and undergoes weekly therapy. It seems nothing will fill the void left by her son. But Karen's loss is also shared by her older son. He lives with his father in a different city, but they both declined to be interviewed. Alex touched the lives of many in his brief life. Meet Alex's classmate, Melanie McGinnis. She too was keenly aware of Alex's academic ability, but unaware of his emotional problems.
You know, he was a science whiz. He could do everything, you know, chemistry, biology, physics, and he'd finish all his homework and, you know, projects in half the time as everyone else did. And then he'd sit there and help me with mine.
Alex, I don't understand the mechanism of phototropism.
Alex was falling madly in love with Melanie, but she doesn't realize it. Alex is so shy, he can't tell her how he feels.
You know, we were kind of close.
But not close enough for Alex. Unable to attract Melanie with anything more than his mind, Alex is frustrated and forlorn, and it becomes more and more difficult for him to hide his emotions. In the days leading up to an exam, he's unable to focus, and for someone so bright, he is strangely concerned about the big test.
Before that particular exam, he spent hours and hours alone in his room. You know, I asked him if he was worried about that particular test or anything, and he was just like, oh, I just want to do really well on it. And I was like, great, okay.
The day of the test arrives. Those close to Alex are about to witness just how troubled he is. Meet exam monitor Dave Edlins.
I'll never forget that day.
This is a very important exam.
I oversaw the test. The exam is supposed to last 3 hours.
The test itself should have posed no challenge to Alex. He'd routinely finished exams early. His classmates soon learned that something was up with Alex.
He was sitting there sharpening all these pencils. There was shavings, you know, all over his desk and all over the floor, and they were everywhere.
Alex's fixation with Melanie and pencil sharpening catches the attention of others in the class.
Some were looking over at him because of the noise he was making with the pencils. And I noticed he was looking at the McGinnis girl.
I was sitting across from him, and then he just had these two pencils. They looked pretty sharp.
What happened next was, it was like, I don't know, it's like something out of a movie or something. I walked toward him.
He just took the two pencils and put them up his nose. And I giggled a little because it looked funny, you know. There was this horrible thudding noise. It was horrible. It was just really horrible.
Screaming, and everybody was in chaos.
The pencils had been driven into Alex's brain. He died instantly. On the back of his exam paper, a chilling suicide note.
I mean, I just read the note that he wrote over and over and over again. Achieving excellence is easy for me, but I can never achieve the excellence of love.
They gave all the kids in that class who saw Alex do that, they gave them all like a 4.0, high grade, regardless of how they did.
There is a bittersweet irony to Alex's story. Things could have turned out differently.
I did kind of like him. I was attracted to him. But it's not something I would have told my friends because, you know, he wasn't that cool. But, you know, if he had maybe tried to kiss me or something while we were studying, I probably would have let him.
This classroom drama is a sad tale with a shocking end. But is it true? Can someone kill themselves by jamming a pencil through their nose and into the brain? Is it the lovesick teenager, dead as a result of sharp pencils piercing his brain? Well, we all know that putting anything up your nose is dangerous, but in this case, the story is completely false. It never happened, but it is a well-worn urban legend, the result of a very dark imagination. People have tried it before, but despite being extremely dangerous, no one has ever died. But please don't try it.